Hey, when I'm in LA, I do not know who I can trust when I'm in Como. It's everybody show me love when I'm in Houston. I smack that ass and throw it up, I really do this. Yeah, I really do this. When I'm in LA, I do not know who I can trust when I'm in Como. It's everybody show me love when I'm in Houston. I smack that ass and throw it up, I really do this. Yeah, I really do this.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the channel. Fam, how's it going? Alright, so the front struts are off. Rear struts are off. As you guys know already, tank saving, components for next year's setup saving. What we're basically doing right now is I'm cleaning up the bags for the new owner. These are my HKS Hypermax 4s with the UAS bag rebuild. These were good to me. But these are going out to the new owner. I'm also cleaning up a set of camber arms. Those are going to a new owner as well. Here is the rear struts. I'm getting those packaged up, ready to go. And that's pretty much it, boys. Word has gotten out that I'm getting a GTR next year, and everybody in my surrounding area either is calling bullshit, is hella mad, or is super happy for me. So if you're one of those three, sup. For those cats that lurk on my shit just to see what I'm doing, thanks for the view, dog. I've been rocking with Nissans for like 7+ years, so it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I have a buzz now, let's go get a GTR. It's not like that, even though like some cats in the comments are already hating. I don't even have yet. Cats are like, oh, get a little bit of fame and then go buy a GTR. Dog. This was my plan before I even started YouTubing. Relax, I know what I'm doing, and hey, if you see me on the side of the road shaking a cup for change, it's my own fault. It's you guys are like honestly 3/4 of the reason I do what I do. So you guys are awesome. I'm going to wrap some shit up. I'll see you in a little bit. Boys, until then, peace. How is everybody doing? For those of you that don't know me, you just call me Chuck. I run Little Life Gang. Most of y'all know that by now. Let's get right into it. We're really gonna get a GTR. Is Little Life Gang really about to get a GTR? Are you really buying a GTR? How can you afford a GTR? What is a GTR? The answer is yes. Ironically enough, I plan on making this video today, but to my notification, they dropped pricing and buildability for the 2018 GTR. Now, the GTR that is about to come out this year, there are 4 models this year. There's the Pure, the Premium, the Track Edition, and the Nismo. Nismo is the one that's tuned, racing suspension, super crazy. Track Edition has different wheels, Premium has different exhaust, and then there's a Pure, which is literally a base. There's no bows, no like anything like fancy, no customization. The Pure starts at 100 grand. The Nismo, which is the most expensive, is like 160. The one I was planning on going for is the Premium. That's the second one in the GTR lineup. It used to be the base. This year they swapped stuff over. Now, to get some things out of the way right now to make these people understand is, no, I don't live at home. No, I don't live with my parents. No, do I like have any source of income provided for me that is not like on my own. So knock that out of the way. Financing wise, when you buy a supercar, the periods of your loan are extended way longer than if you were to go out and get like a Camry or a Maxima or like a Corolla, something like that. It's like $100,000 loan, you get like 5, 6, 7 years for loan extendency. For example, like my Z here, this bad boy, I got this 4 years ago, like early 20s in my life. Credit score was decent. I had a brand new car before this. I still owed equity on it. Put that loan on top of that loan. For those of you that don't know what equity is, it is how much your car is worth versus how much you owe on it. So positive equity, it would be my car's worth 20 grand, I still owe 10 on it to the bank. So that means if I traded it right now, this is 10 grand basically sitting here, if you guys understand what I'm saying. This car right now is KBB'd at like 22,000, and I owe 12 on it. And how you get positive equity on your vehicle is 1, don't beat the piss out of it, 2, take care of it, and 3, when it's time to pay your monthly payment, pay more than you should. This cuts your interest, this brings your payments down, and it pays your loan off faster. So that's how I have positive equity on this vehicle. The 370Z is back to stock, as you guys have been seeing. It's 100% bone stock now, pretty much back. The only thing left to really change is the Nismo front end that we swapped, but I have the solution to that as well. This is going to be most, if not all, of our down payment for the GTR. Like I said, I owe 10 on it. I don't plan getting the GTR for a couple months still. It's going to be winter. So what's the point of buying a $100,000 car, putting it exactly where the Z is sit, and not being able to do anything with it and make payments on top of that? I'm not doing it. I've already talked to the dealer who is going to sell me a GTR. They're located in PA, so 45 minutes from me. Also, something I did not know is not every Nissan dealership can sell you a GTR. They have to be special certified, they have to make so many sales a year to even be qualified to do this. Like I said, they ran my credit, everything like that, how much I make a month, roughly. They said I am good to go. So this is 100% happening. Like, it is physically impossible for me to be denied this car. And some of you have been asking me, okay, Chuck, like, you're only in your mid-20s, how do you go about buying a car like that? That's a great question. And the answer is, I have what is called an MSI. For those of you that don't know what an MSI is, it's multiple source income. That means I make money from more than one thing, which a lot of people that are successful end up doing. Now, I have 4 sources of income. For those of you that don't know, and I'm not going to get too specific into it, but going from least paid to most paid, my 4th one, obviously being YouTube, like that does cut me a check or whatever. You guys do watch my videos, there are ads on them, so I get a check from YouTube every month. Okay, number 1. Well, number 4. Number 3 is all the merch, all the clothing that I design that you guys rock, which I am so thankful for, I appreciate. So my own clothing line, that brings in a nice source of income every month. So those 2 right there on top of each other is like almost, and basically like a part-time job. So if I work a part-time job, those 2 sources pretty much cover that. So if I was working like 25, maybe 30 hours a week, those 2 cover that. On top of that, we have my upholstery job. I get paid from that every week. I do like 40 hours there, roughly, sometimes more, sometimes less, but that's like an estimate. So 40 hours of that, I'm not going to tell you what I make there, but it's a nice check. I can make a GTR payment every month with just that job. That's how well of a position that I am in for that. With the trade-in and everything else that's going on, just to fill you guys in, my car payment, this is $700 a month, like I told you. The GTR is only going to be $1,200. I know I say only, like that's not a lot, but when you're already paying $7 for a 3.7 liter naturally aspirated, no turbo, rear-wheel drive like Z, which is still sick, don't get me wrong, like the Z is what got my channel to where it is and the come up, and I absolutely love this thing, and we've been through fucking crazy shit together. But $500 difference for a supercar to a Z is quite a difference. My last form of income, which is what makes me the most money, is I trade stock. And how I got into this was, honestly, I just like YouTubed how to trade stock for about a good 8 months, and I learned how to recharge some graphs, and I help a couple of my other friends with it that were interested in learning, but that's pretty much how I got into it as a whole. I just researched it as much as I can because I'm OCD, and before I do anything I have to learn everything about it. That's just how I am. So I learned and I followed up, learned how to trade stock, learned how to do graphs. At the beginning it was rough, I was making, I was losing. Fast forward that a couple of years and I've made like some dumb money on like some crazy fucking star. And that is how I'm in a comfortable position right now. I've traded stocks like Apple, Amazon, fucking IDIS, fucking Nintendo before Pokemon Go came out, like, and I do that in between everything else that I do. So between, like, working on this car, vlogging, making clothing, going to work at the upholstery shop and trading stock, I am quite busy. That is literally why people don't see me out. It's not like I really don't fuck with anybody like that. It's just I've been hustling my fucking ass off. Growing up with like two parents that really didn't give a fuck about your whereabouts or how you were doing, like really kicks you in the ass. I grew up from like a very poor background, very poor family, like no electricity, lights shut off, like no food, starving, sometimes like no place to go. And as shitty as that was, I'm grateful for it because that gave me the humility to like understand what I have and I put value on it. Like, trust me, this is no Lamborghini, but I'll act like it is because to me, this was such a crazy thing to acquire, especially because my first car was a 99 Cavalier that I paid for myself. I had to pay for my own driving school, my own books through high school. Like, trust me, it really was just me out here. And it gets annoying in the area when people don't really have shit to say, so they lash out and try to say some like sideways shit, like, oh, it must be nice to have parents to buy you everything. I mean, like, yeah, I feel it must be, but I wouldn't know. So, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, this is really the come up story. And if you want, like, your life to be everything you think it should be, then you gotta hustle, my guy. Like, just know what you want, know what you don't. Put your priorities in front of you. Really sit down and realize, like, damn, like, is this really what I want? Like, can I do better? And if you can, go get it. And if you're doing everything you can, then, like, props to you. Because a lot of people out here are lazy and they won't chase after the shit that they want. So, hey, props to you. GTR is obviously, like, a top tier. I mean, it is a supercar. There's cars way more expensive than that. But it's still expensive, obviously, don't get me wrong. You don't see GTRs just rolling around every single day. Now, your credit score maxes out at 850 to 0. Right now, through the loans, my credit cards, everything else, I have a good credit portfolio, which means like my credit line is really big through this being my like second brand new auto loan. All the credit cards that I bought and like car parts for and stuff like that have been paid off. So my credit is actually very good. Like I said, right now 850 is the top it can sit at. Right now it's sitting at like a 740, 750. It's never super accurate, like, because there's two different forms of credit. Like, a gross enough income to make a GTR payment easily, and that is pretty much all you really need to approve for a supercar or something that you want. Mostly, the best case scenario is when you go to purchase this car, you want 10 to 15% of the overall purchase. $100,000 does sound like a lot, but 10% of that is only 10 grand. Okay? Positive equity on the Z, 4 sources of income, money in the bank. Like, I'm working my ass off. Like, it is obtainable if you really want it. But I'm not really gonna drop any cash out of my pocket, I think. I'm just gonna trade in my Z. It's a 2014. It just hit 40K, which is not a lot of miles at all. I've never driven it through the winter. It is mint. But that's pretty much it. So for those of you guys that want to know, that's how I'm gonna get a GTR. That's what I came from. And just know this shit was not easy. Never got shit handed to me. And that's totally cool, because that is what gave my ass ambition. And growing up, I was like, man, I'm over this poor shit, like eating like trash food, like not being able to do anything, like fucking, it sucks. Trust me, and I'm not materialistic either. It's just, I appreciate everything that I have because of what I came from, and I'm happy for it. So, if you guys want to know how I'm going to get a GTR, that's how I'm going to get it. Like I said, for those of you that haven't seen, I've already ordered air for it because I'm a fucking lunatic. So that's pretty much it, really. You guys wanted to know. That's how we're getting the GTR. Winter is upon us. I'll pop in and out with updates. We'll probably do a couple of day in the lives because it's not like we have shit to fucking work on. This car is bone stock again. And a couple of day in the lives. And then we'll go check out the GTR and then we'll get that bitch home. And then by that time it'll be spring. So guys, if there's anything you want to see or you want me to talk about, you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments down below. Because the next 3 months are going to be hella shitty. So guys, thank you so much for watching, as always. Like this video if you liked it. If you didn't, thank you for the view. Always sub to the channel. I fucked that whole outro up, but boys, peace, love. See you next time. Peace.
When I'm in Como, it's everybody show me love when I'm in Houston. I smack that ass and throw it up, I really do this, yeah, I really do this. I make her feel myself, I snag your bitch and then we get the in and out. I'm rolling switches in the whip, my tires burning out. Sipping and we swerving now. And my little bitch got her hands all over my Fendi belt. I'm foreign sitting low, and who the fuck put all their friends in every video?